Peace, kings, queens, guys, and goddesses. I did want to come on here and thank you all for your kind words and your support. I really appreciate it. My focus was needed to create new documents and get those notices sent out, but I will be responding to those messages shortly. I promise. If you could all tag the individuals that I am tagging to bring more awareness to my experience, I would greatly appreciate it. Just to provide some insight, the individuals that I'm tagging are high in integrity and truth. And any platform leading with that same energy is exactly who needs to be on notice about my experiences. Please let me be clear about something. This isn't about hate. I don't hate anybody. And I did not come here to condemn anyone. I'm here because I'm a great mom. Even before healing, I was never unfit and I was never negligent. I am, as am I, intelligent, aware, and grounded in truth. I have rights and I'm not waiving them. Period. As I have shared before, this isn't just about me, it's about us. Whether you're actively in a case or just living on this planet, we are all heavily affected by the system that we live in. That's why I need y'all to walk with me for a while. When we have children, we are under the impression that we have full rights to make decisions for them without any outside interference. That is not true. And there are many examples that can prove that. For instance, if your child misses too many days of school, you can be fined, imprisoned, or even have your child removed from your home. Y'all, that is not a crime. Please stick with me because our lives and the lives of our children literally depends on it. No injured party, no crime. No one is injured if a child misses school. And if you read any letters that you receive from courts, agencies, the plaintiff, it often says state, a corporate entity, not a human being, not a person, not an injured party. And we have been conditioned to believe that this is how law works. No, it does not. But in legalese, a person can also mean a corporation. And that's exactly how they get you. This is how corrupt systems function, by convincing us that commerce is the same as law. Commerce is like signing contracts to buy a car, opening a credit card, a purchase of a home. And in those cases, you're consenting to the terms as far as you know, but that's not today. But when it comes to the system, contracts are often entered without your informed consent. Signing your child up for school, you are unknowingly entering a contract with the state and the city. Signing a traffic ticket, you're contracting with the state and commerce, even if there's no inter-party. Having a driver's license, that's a commercial agreement. Driving is a right, not a privilege. Receiving a summons, that is an invitation, plain and simple, an opportunity to contract with a court, and you have a choice. I have a choice. One of the most powerful truths about contracts is if all of the terms are not fully disclosed, the contract is null and void under law, period. You can terminate these contracts. You can still keep your child in school and remain decision-making and reclaim decision-making powers. You can surrender your driver's license and opt out of privileges that come with it, reclaiming your lawful right to travel. you can challenge court's jurisdiction and notify them formally and lawfully that you do not consent. This is the very thing I have done and continue to do. I have submitted lawful filings, and not one has been rebutted with any codes, statutes, laws, or rules that negates the ones that I have cited. Enforcing my rights. Jurisdiction. The very authority to force me into court has not been established because it can't. I have not committed a crime. Again, no injured party, no crime. In order to bring against charges to anyone, they have to ensure without a doubt proof, witnesses if there are any, that there is an actual crime. A crime has been actually committed. That is called due process. Since I have not consented to anything, they are attempting to use bullying, coercion, and fear to force me into consent. There's no verified DNA. I have not consented, and I haven't appeared, which under their system is a form of consent. They still issue orders. They still ignore every affidavit. This is not legal or lawful. It's criminal. These are crimes. This is no different from a stranger writing a note on the street and handing it to someone saying they have custody of your child. That is the very thing that is happening to me. I have proven time and time again that I am not only capable, but lawfully entitled to make decisions for my children without state interference, period. I reported this to federal agencies, including the Department of Justice and Health and Human Services Civil Rights Divisions, and not one has provided me with support or rebuttals. All involved parties are actively breaking the law, and no one is being held accountable. That is the biggest issue that we face. Yes, I have a solid lawsuit with documentation to support it, but I can't do this alone. This is bigger than me. There are others fighting battles just like this, and some don't even realize what they are truly up against. We've been divided for too long. When I ask for help, I am not just asking for myself. This can happen to anyone. Children are wrongfully taken all of the time. I cannot and will not allow that to happen to mine. I have fought this battle by myself, not because I wanted to, but because I've had to. And while I haven't received my rightful remedy yet, I have done the work. And I shouldn't be doing this alone. Not when this system impacts every single one of us. I am not just hoping for a win for me and my children. I am hoping to provide a blueprint to anyone ready to free themselves from a system that was never built for our protection. Right now, I am living in hiding, forced out of my home because of harassment and trauma this system has inflicted on me and my children. Can you imagine not being able to go home because you're afraid your child might be forcibly removed, and it appears legally to many? This is my reality when I know for a fact that none of this is legal. I know it's not legal. I know that it's not lawful, but they've made it appear legitimate through coercion, force, and deception. My right as a mother has been thrown aside by bullies and criminals wearing titles. That is terrifying. I won't lie, I am scared, but I am also ignited. I know my rights, and I refuse to make a system more comfortable by remaining silent. Systemic programming runs just as deep as family trauma. It's in every situation. But I know we can change that. So please share this, repost this, tag names, amplify my voice. If you know streamers, platforms, civil rights groups, attorneys, or activists, tag them too, please. If you have any information for me, contact me, please. If you can donate anything you're able to, please do. Stand with me, fight with me, speak with me, because it matters. We have been enslaved for too long, and it's time that we free ourselves. But I know that I cannot do this alone. This is why I'm here. I know that this is not simply just situational and only about me. This is our system. This is why I'm here. Because this impacts everybody, not just me. And if you don't know, there's nothing saying that you can't learn. This situation can even be that, a lesson. But help me. Please. Thank you. I love you.